Oh man, do you guys want me to tell you about a time earlier in March, man? We went to like South Carolina for like a funeral or something like that. It was not fun. So I wasn't planning on going, but like my grandma was going by herself with my male cousin. I didn't know he was able to drive, because he lives in New York, so I didn't know he was able to drive. So, I was like, okay, if my female cousin's not going, then I have to go, because who's going to be like, who's going to like take turns driving and everything like that. And then we ended up going in her car. It was not fun. My cousin was sick, so we had to stop a lot. Um, and he had a lot of shade towards me. I don't really get it. I don't understand it. But and on top of that, my grandma was like crashed that night, so we had to drive. So I had to like we ended up going super late because my cousin got here really late, so we ended up going late. And when my grandma like almost crashed because she couldn't really see or whatever, so I ended up having to drive all the way down to South Carolina. It was like, I think I had to drive for like 8 hours. It was like a 12-hour drive. I think 8 or 9 hours, something like that. It was not fun. And then like my cousin was just like not friendly towards me for whatever reason. I don't really get it. And then on top of that, we had to drive back. Both of us had to drive back. I think I drove like 5 hours, and then he drove like the rest. But yeah, that was not a fun experience. And then like my grandma doesn't care about at all about like the sacrifices and everything like that, because she wanted to go to South Carolina so badly for a funeral for um her friend's husband's funeral. And she never really thinks about the sacrifices I make for her. you know because she's my grandmother. I wanted to go because I want to make sure she gets there safe and everything like that. um but she doesn't really care about that time. She was so in her head. She doesn't really think about how you feel towards like how you feel. I don't know, she just doesn't really care about like your own feelings and everything like that. She only cares about how things affect her. It doesn't really think about how we go out our way for her. So it's just really interesting. So when you're just taking care of yourself or everything like that, she gets upset because she wants you to take care of her constantly. you know like, even like she wanted to go to like some other place, right? um in like a week or two, and like another trip, and I didn't want to go. My other cousin's going. I don't want to go because I don't want to go. Dude, I'm traumatized from the last one because that shit was crazy. And she was just kept trying to force me to go, force me to go, force me to go, force me to go. And obviously I can tell she wants me to go because she wants to like show me off to her family and try to brag about me and everything like that. I can just tell. I can pick up on these things. Even though she never said it, I just know that's what she wants to do. She wants to brag about me. Even though she doesn't show any love towards me or my talents or anything like that. She doesn't. They're more intimidated by my talents over here, and they act like they don't exist. But she wants to. But she's full aware of what I'm capable of. But she acts like it doesn't exist because she doesn't want to acknowledge it. Because she doesn't want it, because they have like a superior condescending thing going on over here. I don't really get it. I feel like that's the reason why my older cousin acts the way how he does towards me. I don't really understand. I don't understand jealousy. I don't care for it. But yeah, because jealousy is stupid. Why be jealous when everyone's capable of their own thing? But yeah. But like, you're trying to show me off, but you don't even like care about what I could do and everything like that. You just want to look good and everything like that. It's so interesting. But yeah, this is just things I have to deal with, with family. So if I'm around you and you want to be good to me and everything like that, you know, do be kind of sensitive, you know, because I'm trying to figure out what family actually is, how we treat each other and everything like that. I know how to treat people, but I don't know how to be treated myself. So I'm learning these things. So do be wary of where I came from. I never really been supported by people. I never really been loved unconditionally, all these different kinds of things. My mom has a lot of love for me, but you know, she wasn't raised right, so her love is still pretty toxic. She's growing out of it. Um, but yeah, besides that, I never really had correct love. So it's been a hard journey. I know how to love people, I just never been loved correctly. It's always just been just controlled. But yeah, I'm just trying to share some things so people can understand me more, so that hopefully I can get the love and appreciation that, you know, I feel like I deserve. But yeah.